Hey folks, Ben the Bondsman here. I just wanted to share my camping trailer with you. I watch a lot of videos about bug out vehicles and bug out trailers and stuff. Well, this would also be my bug out trailer, but it's my camping trailer. Has been for a long time. Anyway, obviously I got my propane bottles that I keep on the front because I don't feel comfortable keeping propane bottles inside the trailer because it gets super hot in there, and I know that it's not really that big of a risk factor on the inside of the trailer, but I feel better with them out here, and it's easier to change them out if I need to. Show you the inside. On the inside, it's a pretty simple setup. Got all the kids camelbacks here, so when we hit the trails we just grab them out of here, fill them up, hit the trail. Got a splitting maul. Oh, that's not a split maul, it's my regular axe. There's a split maul and the axe. Got my Gerber machete. For those of you that don't know me, I'm a huge Gerber fan. Got our toilet here. All we do is dig a hole, set that joker over it, and we're good to go. Of course, that is the most uncomfortable toilet seat I think I've ever sat on in my life. We got our lanterns here, and the reason we bring the big tanks is because we have the lantern poles that screw onto the big tanks, and it gives us a lantern, something to screw our lantern onto, and then we have two lines that come out to our gas stoves, because most of the time when we're camping, we're not cooking over a campfire, we're cooking over propane because it's a lot faster and easier for us. You know, if we had to cook over a fire, we could, and we're kind of practicing different techniques now just in case. Here we have our little kitchen set up. Most everything's inside this tub, and we keep our Dutch oven in that little spot right there, but we used it last night to do some outdoor cooking. And that tote right there is where we keep all the sleeping bags, and then that tote is where we keep the tents. So, you know, when we pull up at our campsite, all we have to do is get in this trailer, unload what we need, and get set up. We can usually get set up within an hour, maybe hour and a half, it depends. We have two of these easy up canopies. We like to use them to set up a kitchen area. We have a collapsible table that we bring out, and we'll set the table up under the canopy, then set the screen house around the canopy, and that way we have a little cooking and kitchen area that's safe from the bugs and mosquitoes and stuff like that, because here in South Mississippi we have a huge mosquito problem. We have an onboard battery here that I keep a constant float charger on when it's not in use. That way we can keep our cell phones and, you know, AA and AAA batteries charged. I have a large AA and AAA battery bank charger that just plugs right into the cigarette lighter adapter there, and it also powers our CB. This is kind of our base unit while we're camping. You know, all my friends have CBs in their vehicles. We have CBs in our vehicles, and we have a few handhelds too. So we like to go to campsites that do not have any kind of utilities whatsoever. So sometimes they're a little out of the way, and if we have somebody that's never been there before, and we're not in good cell phone reception area, then we can guide them in. You know, we all pretty much run on channel, 16. So if there was a SHTF, that's how we'd communicate anyway, as long as we could. I'm not a huge fan of the CB radio, but you do get a little bit of range out of it until it gets too busy or too cluttered. But I have this quick connect antenna adapter here, and I have a 102-inch steel whip on the adapter, and then I just bring the coax out. The only thing I'm lacking here is a ground wire. I think I could probably get a little bit more range if I had a good solid ground wire to stick out the door and push into the ground. But another benefit of this radio too is not only can we communicate with each other, but it also offers weather.
Storms can be expected across the area through the evening hours, and then across the coastal waters and the J thunderstorms. Tuesday night, degrees, and the isolated to scattered showers.
So that's kind of a dual benefit. And when I want to shut the trailer up, I'll leave the antenna on it and just drop the coax, because we don't leave the CB on when it's not necessary. Now I would like, eventually I'm going to get a set of the Harbor Freight solar panel set up to be able to keep this battery charged without having to plug it in to shore power. And if I did that, I would probably leave the CB on all the time while we were camping. But I guess it would depend on how long we were camping and, stuff like that. But I really want to add solar to this trailer. I think it would make it all around complete setup. We have about 10 of these water jugs, and depending on where we're going and how long we're going to be there will determine how many of them we actually take, because we use these for washing the dishes, washing our hands, cooking water, everything we need, because we do go places that are remote. We have to bring everything we might need with us, but we don't want to bring too much either. So we determine how much water we need and we take it. And you'd be surprised how very little water you can use for cleaning things. It's really the cooking that uses the majority of the water we use. If we're near a lake or a pond, we kind of wash our hands off in the lake or the pond, but if we don't have that option available, we have to use the water we bring. Anyway, that's my camping trailer, and for all intents and purposes, my bug out trailer. So if I were in a situation where I had to bug out, I would just back up to this joker, throw every bit of food and supplies that I had in there, and I'd be gone. Hopefully, if I had enough time to throw the food and supplies in there anyway. So that's all for now. Ben the Bondsman signing out.